My name is Reverend Peter Kumar, and welcome to the Task 1 Million. Maybe you have watched my other presentations. The Lord is laying in my heart to raise people who will bring hundreds and hundreds of people in their local church, in their community, in their city, in their nation, into the kingdom. Millions and millions of people are going to turn to the Lord. In Australia, in New Zealand, in Canada, in America, in China, in India, Indonesia, Middle East, you name it. The harvest is ripe. The harvest is ripe. Jesus cried out. He said, the harvest is plenty. The laborers are few. But in the task, we are raising many laborers. We are raising thousands and thousands of laborers. And then we are challenging thousands and thousands of people in the marketplace to support somebody in their own community, maybe in their own local church, in their own city, as they perform their task. Thousands and thousands of people turning the hearts of millions. Thousands and thousands of people working together, turning the hearts of millions. We are willing to train them. We are willing to raise them up. We are willing to teach how money can grow and multiply. I'm talking to a pastor now. You may be a pastor of any church, anywhere in the world. Anywhere, any denomination. Listen to me. Listen to me. I know you have a Sunday school, you have a youth fellowship, you have a missions team, you have a men's fellowship, women's fellowship. Maybe you have all-night prayer, half-night prayer, intercessory prayer. Maybe you have a medium. Maybe you have missions. You have missionaries. Maybe you plant a lot of churches. But what is the Lord telling you now? What is the Lord telling you now? Are you able to hear the cry of God? The Lord is telling me, Peter Kumar, millions and millions of people are going to turn to the Lord. Would you like to respond? He asked me, would you like to respond? And I said, what do I do? What do I do? And the Lord said, challenge people. Challenge people. People who are willing to bring 100 people to the Lord every year. The Lord said, raise 1,000 people. 1,000 people in every nation. 1,000. It's a very small number. Raise 1,000 people who can bring 100 people into the kingdom. Every year, we have 1 million souls. In 3 years, 3 million souls minimum. I believe thousands and thousands of people will be willing to be raised up and trained to bring souls into the kingdom. And then the Lord said, challenge business people, people in the marketplace, to understand the power of multiplication. Yeah, while the world is preparing for a global financial crisis, the Spirit of God says, prepare my people to have multiplication of their finances. Sowing, reaping, not charity. Not charity, not looking for somebody who's underprivileged and going and helping them with old clothes or maybe constructing houses. We need to do all that, but this is slightly different. Seeds for the harvest. Seeds for the harvest. Millions and millions of people turning to the Lord, turning to the kingdom. We have to see it. We have to make it happen. So now a pastor, I'm challenging you. I'm a co-pastor of a church in America. I'm part of their staff. They have released me to go to nations. They have released me to train people. I love my church. I love my pastor. But I'm challenging you. As a pastor, you may say, so Peter Kumar, what am I supposed to do? I'm a pastor. I have a pastoral heart. If you bring people into my church, I can give pastoral care. I understand. I'm challenging you. Can you identify 2 or 3 families in your local church? 2 or 3 families in your local church whom you will release for this purpose. How do you release them? How do you release them? You will tell them that they have to be trained to bring 100 people to the Lord in your own community, in a year. So 2 or 3 families, that means we're talking about 300 people who can come to the Lord in a year around you. If you have more people, good. But the only task which is before them is to reach the community, is to reach the city, so that every day, every moment, they will present the opportunity of the gospel so that people will respond. You identify families. You identify families. Number 2, talk to them. Talk to them. Talk to them. Number 3, train them. Train them. We will give you training material. If you need training material, we will give you. But we would like to bring these kind of people together. Maybe in every city, we want to bring a few people, maybe 200, 300 people from local churches who will come together maybe for 2 nights just to talk about their community, just to talk about the harvest, just to talk about hundreds of people coming into the kingdom. You should be part of it. You should be part of it. Be willing to release them. Be willing to train them so that they step out of the walls of your church into the harvest, into the community, and they do their best to turn the hearts of multitudes to the kingdom, to the Lord Jesus Christ. Number 4, challenge business people in your church to be part of the task. To be part of the task. My brother, my sister, yes, I know you have a heart for many nations. I know you raise money to go and give it to many nations. Do that. Continue to do that. While you do that, assign certain business people to connect with them. So these people will bring 100 souls and the businessman will bring 5 souls. These people will bring 100 souls. The marketplace person will bring 5 souls. I want you to listen to my heart, my brother, my sister. You release them. You train them. They step into your community. Hundreds and hundreds of people. They will turn to the Lord. Finally, you be accountable to them. You be their father. You be their Elijah. You be their Elisha. You be their John the Baptist. Be available to them. Listen to them. Listen to their heart's cry, their struggles, their problems, and encourage them. And maybe you should step into the community. Once in a way, go into your community. Talk to some people. Maybe in a month, you should bring 2 people to the Lord. In a month, 2 people. Somebody brings 100. A businessman brings 5. Somebody brings 100. A marketplace person brings 5. What about you? Can you bring 2 people into the kingdom? I know you are a pastor. I know you are an apostle. I know you are a great prophet. But I'm asking 2 people. Can you commit to this task? As a pastor, as a head of the church, when you begin to bring people into the kingdom, then you can challenge your people to bring people into the kingdom. Assign 2 or 3 families who are interested. This is not just a training program. This is about your people, your community, your city, your nation. Thousands and thousands of people turning the hearts of millions and millions of people. Thousands and thousands of people turning the hearts of millions and millions of people. We want to develop some resources. I want to work on that. Prepare some lessons, studies, maybe even some DVDs. And I want to make it available to you. Connect with us. Connect with the task. Connect with us. Yes, you can ask this question. Who is this man? Why is he crying out like this? What business does he have to talk about my church, my community? I have no business. The cry from the heart of God. The cry from the heart of God. Millions will turn. Millions will see the kingdom. The greatest harvest is happening now. The greatest harvest all across the nations is happening now. Pastor, you have a part. Pastor, you have a part. You have a part. Receive the harvest. Receive the harvest. They are your people. They are your people. They are around you. Receive them. Connect with us. Send emails to me, Kumar at endtimeforerunners.org. Peter Kumar at endtimeforerunners.org. I'd like to hear from you. I don't know what else to do, my brother, my sister. I heard the cry from the heart of God and I began to weep. And I'm sharing my heart with you. Connect with us. Pray, pray, pray. Prepare, prepare, prepare. Perform. Let's take the harvest. We need to take the harvest. Now is the time. Task 1 million. This is Peter Kumar. God bless you. God bless you.